law sits in the basement, unamended, unenforced, unbroken. Article I, Section 10, Clause 1, written not for the people, but to restrain the states. No state shall make anything but gold and silver coin, a tender in payment of debts. It doesn't say Congress, it says state. For 113 years, every state has ignored it. They enforce Federal Reserve notes as if they were gold, as if the ink were mined from the earth, but the ink was printed and the paper was conjured. The Supreme Court once said that where a state official receives state banknotes in payment, the creditor was entitled to demand payment in gold or silver. The right is still there, it's just been buried. But the clause is not dead, it was never repealed. It's a direct constitutional guardrail designed to prevent states from emitting bills of credit, enforcing paper money on creditors. That's why it's still actionable today. As long as someone is willing to act, the words were set in stone, the ink is dry. But the states have made paper a law and let the gold and silver lie. 113 years of debt and ink and sighs. This wasn't a suggestion, it was a boundary. The founders had lived through the colonial chaos of debtor relief laws, where states made worthless land or paper legal tender to settle private debts. They saw creditors robbed by state legislatures and wrote the prohibition to stop it. It is a federal restraint on state power, not a grant of power to the federal government. But the federal government stepped in and Congress declared Federal Reserve notes legal tender for all debts. The courts then ruled that the state isn't acting when it accepts friends. It's just following Congress. The clause was neutralized not by amendment, but by judicial interpretation. So how do we begin enforcing it? Not with a constitutional convention, not with a new federal law, but with the oldest tool of the Republic, awareness. Demand payment in gold or silver from state officials. Petition your state legislature to stop enforcing Federal Reserve notes. File lawsuits and force the courts to look at the text. The law is still on the books. It just needs a plaintiff, and the bench sits watching, waiting, hoping that someone, somewhere will finally dust off the clause and ask the court to read the text out loud.